I meal prepped these crispy chili beef noodles in about 35 minutes, and it gave me 5 lunches for the week. It's made up of lean, crispy beef, noodles, a medley of different vegetables, and gochujang for flavor. Each serving has about 617 calories with 47 grams of protein. Who wants to spend their entire Sunday meal prepping in the kitchen? Not me. That's why I made this one this week, and you should too. Here's how you can do it. To start off, we're going to do a little mise en place and get all of our vegetables ready. In this recipe, I'm going to use carrots, broccoli, green onions, and shredded cabbage. For the green onions, you'll need one bunch or about 100 grams worth. We're going to separate these out into the green tops and the white bottoms. Cut the green tops into about 1-inch pieces and the whites into thin slices. For the broccoli, I'm using 8 ounces or 227 grams of baby broccoli, but you can just use the regular broccoli if you wish. Whatever kind of broccoli you choose to use, just cut it into bite-sized pieces. With the baby broccoli, the stems are also edible. Technically, the stems on the big broccoli are edible too, it's just very gross. Next up is about a quarter pound of carrots or 113 grams worth. We're going to make these into ribbons by taking a vegetable peeler down the length of the carrot. These thin pieces will cook up in no time, so you don't have to worry about cooking through a hard piece of big carrot. A sharp vegetable peeler here will make your life infinitely easier. Next, I'm going to mince up about 4 cloves or 20 grams worth of garlic. This recipe also calls for 2 cups or 180 grams of shredded cabbage, but I'm going to cheat and use the pre-shredded bagged coleslaw mix because I don't want to buy a full head of cabbage. You can move your cutting board out of the way and let's move on to our noodles. You'll use 8 ounces or 227 grams of either lo mein noodles or pad thai rice noodles if you need a gluten-free option. Prepare the noodles according to their packaging. For these rice noodles, I'm just going to soak them in some boiling water until they have softened. This bowl will just sit off in the background and the noodles will soak while I prepare all the other ingredients. Next, we can start the cooking process. So get out your largest skillet, you're going to need a big one for this, and put it over high heat. Add in 2 tablespoons or 30 grams of oil, and then 2 pounds or 908 grams of 93.7 ground beef. I'm using the extra lean beef here just so I can have a bit more protein. If you want to use a leaner cut to save a little bit of money, feel free to do that, or you can just swap it for ground turkey. I spread it out into the bottom of my skillet, seasoned it with salt, and then created a few holes to allow steam to escape. Then I gave it a little time to sit and brown up a bit before I went in and started smashing it into small pieces. I seasoned the beef with 1 teaspoon or 3 grams of white pepper, and 2 teaspoons or 6 grams of paprika. That all gets mixed around to toast those spices and coat the meat, and as this is happening, I continue to break up that meat into smaller and smaller pieces. For this recipe, I do not want big chunks of this beef, I want tiny pebbly pieces. The small pieces will incorporate better into the final dish and be easier to eat. Once it had finished cooking, I removed it from the skillet and transferred to a plate, being sure not to get any splatters on this cool shirt I got from Viori, the sponsor of today's video. Listen here, I live for my activities. Every single day I wake up and I bargain with myself how much work I need to get done before I can go play all my games. Whether that's squash, paddle, lifting weights, taking my bike out, or playing frisbee golf, I am in activewear 24 hours a day and I'm pretty picky about what I like. Especially when I'm playing squash. I need something that moves with me and is breathable, and the Viori stuff has been great. And as an added bonus, it looks awesome. I'll even wear my Viori to the grocery store and I have to practically fight off every young co-ed that crosses my path. They'll say, "Wow, I love your look inspired by coastal California, designed for movement and built for life. Are those the core shorts with a breathable boxer brief liner and made to move through workouts and weekends alike? Please, please, please take my number, I'm begging you." That's happened 37 times in the past week, and I have to tell them, "Look lady, I'm about to go home and read every Wikipedia page I can find on 19th century steam locomotive technology and rail transport, so I don't really have time for you right now. Take a lap." But thanks for the compliments, it's all from Viori, and you can get 20% off your first order if you sign up for their email list. Now back to the cooking. To the skillet, add 1 more tablespoon or 15 grams of oil, then dump in your broccoli, green onion whites, and carrots, and toss those to combine with the oil. Once those have had about a minute or 2 over the heat, you can dump in 2 cups or 180 grams of shredded cabbage. In stir fries like this, adding cabbage to your meals is a great way to add extra volume without adding too many extra calories. Cabbage, once it cooks down, doesn't really have too much flavor, and it takes up space, making your meals a bit heftier. I continued cooking these vegetables for 3 to 5 minutes until they softened, and some of them developed a little bit of a char. While that was happening though, I moved the pan out of the way and started making my sauce. Into a bowl, I mixed together 3 tablespoons or 45 grams of soy sauce, 3 tablespoons or 45 grams of oyster sauce, 2 tablespoons or 30 grams of gochujang, and a half of a cup or 120 grams of the hot starchy water that my noodles are soaking in. I gave it a little stir to agitate those noodles and release some of the starch into the water, and then just dunked a bowl inside and grabbed out a half a cup worth. Lastly, you'll put in 2 tablespoons or 42 grams of honey, and then stir everything together. Once your sauce has been made and the vegetables have been softening for a few minutes, you can go back into the skillet with all the beef that we reserved off to the side. It's also time to add in your noodles, so you can pull those from the bowl and add them straight to the skillet as well. Then comes comes the sauce. Give it another quick stir to make sure all the honey and gochujang is well incorporated, and then pour it over the noodles and beef into the skillet. Then I'm going to carefully stir in that sauce, being cautious not to break the noodles. Do your best to get it all incorporated so that those noodles start to take on some color, and then you can go in with your chopped garlic and chopped green onion tops just to kiss them with a little bit of heat. Stir them in so they get a chance to cook, and this should only take about a minute or two before it's ready. You can give this a taste test and adjust any flavors with salt and pepper or whatever other seasonings you wish, and then once it's ready to go, it's time to plate. This recipe is going to yield you 5 servings, so lay out 5 of your meal prep containers and divide the contents of the skillet evenly between the 5. One thing that can really bring this recipe to the next level is if you're able to achieve some sort of the wok hei effect. Wok hei is that wonderful savory smokiness that you get in Asian food when you sear at really high temperatures. It really isn't easy to achieve in a home kitchen, but if you have carbon steel or cast iron that you can get ripping hot, you might be able to get a little bit. I think a squirt of lemon juice is a wonderful way to freshen this one up after it comes out of the microwave, so if you wish, you can add a lemon wedge as garnish. If you divide this crispy chili beef noodle recipe into 5 equal servings, each one will have about 617 calories with 47 grams of protein. These meals will last for up to 5 days in the fridge. Once all of these have cooled, you can toss on the lids and then move them into the fridge for the week. This is another quick and tasty meal to add to your meal prep rotations. It only took me about 35 minutes to prepare. For TMPM members, you can find the full written version of this recipe on the TMPM HQ app, or if you're not a member, I'll put a link down below to my website. You can go find it there. I know half of you watching this haven't meal prepped this week, so if you want something quick and easy, give this one a shot. Goodbye.